Hi, this is a quick video to show you how to add the rel nofollow link to your Blogroll links. Now, why would you want to do that? Specifically, you might because Google are now penalizing sites that they think are selling links, or paid links as they call them. They can penalize you whether you are or not. It's just whether they suspect you are. Now, the problem is WordPress as a default doesn't put the nofollow link onto your Blogroll links. So as a very good example, my blog blogtactics.com has just been penalized. It used to have PageRank 3. If I scroll down here, we can see here PageRank 3 it had up until recently, but if you look up here, it's now PageRank 0. This happened last week, and it's basically because Google believe that I'm selling links on this site. I haven't, I never will on this site, but Google in their infinite wisdom have decided to penalize it. Now, in order to get that PageRank back, I need to go through a re-inclusion request at Google Webmaster Tools. I'll show you where you can do that in a moment, but in order to get through that request, what I need to do is change my Blogroll links so that they have the nofollow comment on them to stop PR being passed through those links. Now, I'm in Firefox at the moment, and you can see that these links are all showing as red. That's to show that they have that nofollow tag applied to them. If I go back to Internet Explorer instead of Firefox, we'll have a look at what I mean. Now, typically with WordPress, you don't have the option of using the nofollow tag when you set up Blogroll links. Okay, this I've made a change to the WordPress site, to how it works, so that I can add it. Let me show you an example of another site where this has happened. This is my personal site. Again, they believe that I'm selling links on here. Ironically, I don't, but I've got a link to a couple of my blogs on here. So if I wanted to edit one of these, if I click on edit, it will bring up the edit screen. This is the same as adding a new link in your Blogroll, and there are some options for adding what are called relationship tags to your Blogroll links. Now, if I scroll down, if I click on the plus here, it will open up an extra box where there are all sorts of extra relationship tags that I can use, but unfortunately it doesn't include the nofollow tag. If I go back to Blog Tactics and click on edit on one of these, you'll see there's an extra option, an extra checkbox that I can use to mark my blog links as nofollow. Again, if I click on the plus here, it'll expand it, and I now have this option for nofollow, which I can tick, and it makes this link a nofollow tag. Okay, now what I'm going to do is show you how to actually do that to your own blog, just in case just in case Google come around and decide that you've been selling text links or something like that. You can then change your Blogroll and ask for re-inclusion. Okay, the bit of code that I'm going to use, I've put into a text file so that you can download it and use this to search and replace and put in the bits of codes that you need. Don't worry, it looks confusing and complicated. It's not. It is fairly easy to do, but I'm doing a video to show you exactly how to do it. Now, this hack, as it was, is courtesy of a guy called Zane, who runs a blog called Knowledge Constructs. He's quite a sharp guy and has some good ideas, and he designed this hack specifically for this purpose. Okay, so feel free to pop and visit his blog. There's some good stuff on there. Now, what we need to do first of all is download the particular file that we're going to edit from our site. Now, the file that we want is in the WP admin folder, and it's called editlinkform.php. So the easiest way of doing this is FTPing to your site, browsing to the WP admin folder, and then looking through the list for your edit link form PHP file, and then copying that to somewhere on your local hard disk so that you can edit it and so that you can back it up before you make any changes. Okay, so I've just copied that down. If I now go to that folder, we have that file, edit linkform.php. What I'm going to do is quickly copy and paste this so that I've got a copy of it, a backup in case I make any mistakes. I can always then go back to the original version. Now, we could edit this with Dreamweaver or some other HTML editor, but we can actually do it with a simple text editor. So I'm going to right click and choose to open this with a text editor. If I quickly browse. Sorry, I don't actually need to browse to it. All you need to do is double click on other programs and it brings up a list of other programs, and I can scroll down and find Notepad and just open it up with Notepad. Okay, so we now have that PHP file. What we want to do is look for a particular bit of code. If you read through these instructions, what we're looking for is this line here. So if I copy this, doesn't matter if I don't grab it all, and go back to the text pad and say edit, find, paste that in, and then click on find next, it will actually find that line for me. Okay, so it's found that line. Now if we go back to the instructions, you'll see that what we actually need to do is not to change that line, but we need to add this above that line. Okay, so just above that we need to, oops, let's grab it all. I'll take word wrap off. Okay, highlight all of that, copy, go back to the file itself, and I'm going to put an extra line in here and go up and just paste that in. Okay, so I've pasted a new line in there. Then I need to go back and find the next bit of instructions, which is to go and search for this line. Okay, so again I'll copy, I'll go back to the edit link form file, I'll choose edit find, and I'll paste this new bit of code in and say find next. If I can't find it, I'll just check what I've done wrong there. Okay, the bit of code we're searching for may vary according to the version of WordPress you're on. So the easiest way to do is we're actually looking for this bit here. So if I just copy this and we'll search for that. Let's go back again. Okay, so I've searched for that particular little snippet of code instead, and it's found it down here. So this is the line that I'm interested in, but what I need to do, again if you look in the instructions, what we need to do is find, do not edit that line, but a couple of lines after there'll be another line that says table cell padding 3, etc., and after that I need to copy and paste this bit of code here. So we're going to go and look for this just after where we were. Let's go back, and if we have a look, there is the line that we were interested in, and if I go after that, put an extra line in and paste the bit of code that we just copied. Okay, let's get rid of this find. Now I can save this, so I'll just save it. You'll see why we made a copy of this file. In case you make any mistakes, you can always go back and re-upload the original version. But that's what we need to do, so use find and just paste in those bits of codes from the file straight into where they need to go. Then we simply FTP that software back up to where it needs to go. I'll quickly okay, so I've just reconnected with my FTP software, it logged off. Go back to public HTML, find WP admin, and then drag and drop that file across into here and drop it, and it should ask us to overwrite the existing file, so we will. So that's that updated. Now what I'm going to do is go back to my blog where I want the new code to work, and I'm going to hit refresh here, and providing I've done it correctly, we should now have a new option available where we can put in a nofollow tag. I'll just pause while this refreshes. There we go, my internet's slow, just took a second or two to refresh. We now have the PR nofollow, so I can tick the box there and then click on save changes. That link has now been nofollowed, and Google will be happy with that. They now won't consider me to be selling those links. Whether I am or not, they don't care, just whether they think I am. Okay, this video you will find on blogtactics.com with other videos showing you how to do all sorts of things with your blogs. The code that you need is in a file on this site, mat7.com. If you go to blog tools and click on this link here, it will be a zip file with that text file of instructions and code that you need. If I quickly refresh this as well, once you've made those updates, you need to go to the Google Webmasters tools, and once you've logged in, on the right hand side of the page there will be a link for request reconsideration for your site, which you need to do, and then it will be a few weeks to a month or two before your PageRank comes back. So I've included a link here as well for the Google Webmaster Tools, so you can find where that is. Okay, hope you find this useful. More to the point, I hope Google don't penalise you, but it's always possible. That's Google for you, and speak to you again soon. Thanks very much.